Hello, welcome to episode 363 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, MattyB, joined in studio by Bronell Harvin Canoop. On this episode, Minwoo Lee withstands a late charge by many different suitors on route to winning the Texas Children's Houston Open. We're also going to recap the DP World Tour, where a live golfer who loves to anchor, I guess, won over there. We got plenty of weeks to talk about, and then I've prepared a Making the Cut, which is not golf-related once again, but these are always the best ones. So before we get into all of that, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. I believe the drop is tomorrow. April 1st is tomorrow.
Perfect timing.
So when you're listening to this, go to PlayerGolf.com, and there should be new stuff on there, barring disaster on Chase's end. Hopefully not. We'll keep our fingers crossed that when you're listening to this, you can go to PlayerGolf.com and use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. We're also members of Team Callaway. Minwoo Lee is also members of Team Callaway. Nice to hang another trophy in the Callaway trophy case.
Yep.
Always good. So we'll talk plenty about that.
Those irons of his. Oh, I just love those things.
They make you feel something.
Yes, they do.
Could use a butthole.
Callaway blades.
Good thing you got that computer on your lap tonight. We're also members of the Churchill family. Bronell's got a nice Riverman Red Ale over there. I'm drinking a nice lawnmower out of my lawnmower glass here.
I wasn't going to drink tonight, but I didn't want you to drink alone. And,
yeah, thanks.
The tiniest of reasons.
I don't regret my decision to pour one now. So
It tastes
The
good. Eh?
rubberest of rubber arms.
yeah.
Yes. And last but not least, we're members of the Mecklenburg Financial Group family. Reach out to Rich, Zach, and the boys, Mark, to handle all your personal finance, insurance needs.
I think they do everything but wills. Don't they?
Rich didn't say anything this past week, so he probably was like, I'm not going to text him again to tell him to stop saying that on the show. So, yeah, Mecklenburg Financial Group, mfglimited.com. All right, let's get into the bracket before we start our weeks. Another week down. We are on hole 13 right now. So Bronell is going to prepare a little synopsis of the week that was.
Well, you're going to do the sponsor first.
Oh, yes, Rusty
That's
Shovel.
your job.
Yes, proudly presented by the Rusty Shovel. I did see Rusty Shovel did post today.
They post lots of days. They post every day.
Yeah, every day, but
The golf green one?
the golf green one.
Yeah.
So what did it say here? Oh, yes, as March comes to an end, we're one day closer to landscaping season. Dream projects like this one or simple spruce ups will get you covered this spring. And it's a nice little picture of like a rock bed and that lovely little putting green off to the side. So if you are thinking about putting in a putting green, now's the time. Get booked in early if you're in the Regina area and need a contractor. Or in Saskatoon, I mean, they don't care where they ship their putting greens to. So all across Saskatchewan, they look after you. It's Masters right around the corner, so everyone's going to get that itch on Masters weekend to say to themselves, you know what, I need a putting green. So now's the time to reach out to Sean at therustyshovel.ca, and he'll get you hooked up.
That putting green that was on that picture, it was so aggressive that they had like four pins
flags
in it. Just like
It's got
all 3
maybe
footers.
That was an AI thing, I think.
Yeah, maybe. But
yeah, 4 was
just
too
a good for practicing 3 or 4 footers. Just
Yeah, because you
Whatever
can't
everyone needs.
physically physically putt 110 feet without going over another hole.
yeah.
So
let's get into it. I guess I think we finished off on hole 6 last week, and Katepwood won that one, and then we were into hole 7, which I think we kind of assumed that Sageview would win, and we were right. I mean, that hole one nicest hole in the province as a par 3 last year, or was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago, because last year's was openers and closers, but still, yeah. I mean, that was a no-brainer. We got into hole 8. There was 2 pretty famous par 5s against 2 pretty good par 3s, and Waskesiu ended up pulling that one out somehow.
You guys are ridiculous.
That hole actually is pretty good at Waskesiu, and I think Canoop might even have it in his ultimate course.
Your ultimate.
We're all
You
going to
guys
be
just trying to
making
make the longest course ever.
It's not that long.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So
not
we're all
short,
going to be making our own ultimate courses after this that we will post, I believe, on Instagram or both, Twitter
Same
and
type of
Instagram.
thing, the same scorecard.
Yeah, like, are we gonna make a scorecard, or are we doing like 18 pick slides for both of our or for all of our courses? or
Can have 18.
I think it'll be
is
one
18?
graphic with like two graphics with your 18 scorecard, my 18 scorecard, then these two guys 18 scorecards.
Okay.
It'll just be 2 slides of our own scorecards.
Nice.
And actually 3. The first will be the one that's picked by the
right.
followers, then ours. So
Right.
3 slides.
And yeah, I made mine today, and it's quite good. I didn't even have a Waskasiu hole on there. So.
Can't be that good.
Perfect then.
Can't be that good.
So then to round out the front 9, we had 4 par 4s because that's kind of what we had left. And Saskatoon Golf and Country Club won that. Nice little dog leg right around the water, and yeah, it's a pretty good hole. Kind of an upset over Willowzina, but
Yeah.
hey,
I would say it's not kinda. It is an upset.
it is a bit of an upset. But hey, it won. So so we came out in 32.58, par 35.
Yes.
So not terrible.
A little
there.
shorter, yeah, but
3 par 3s. So then we started the back 9 with 4 par 4s again. Royal Regina, Legends, Madge Lake, and Riverside. Another 4 good holes there. But Madge Lake voters love to vote for this.
Oh, yeah.
bracket.
That's a great hole. Judging by the picture, I've never played it.
yeah.
It's a short 4. I mean, Canute probably hates
Cut
it.
the corner.
You just
Yes.
cut the corner and you're 50 yards out.
Yeah,
so
but where do you aim? I don't even think you can see.
you play there 5 times and you would know
Yeah, like
exactly where to hit it.
Well,
Like-
you played there 0 times, so
You-
how are you
that's
going to
true.
know?
you played that.
That's fair.
What hole is it at Tamarack that you got to cut the corner?
6.
Yeah, and you still don't know where to aim on that hole.
Tamarack on
You've played that
6.
hole 10 times and you don't know where to aim.
The
Dog
drive.
leg left, par 4.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
No
we,
one knows where to
we
play
were
it on that.
successful on it the first time we played Player Cup.
Oh,
and then
that
we
one.
Fucking,
Yeah.
We've
But the issue on that one is that the trees are so close to you, you can't.
well. What
it's
if
really
Madge
hard
is
to
the
get-
same?
It's not. I looked at it.
Never played
you
it,
had
but
the
he looked
Google
at it.
Street View on.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
I'm making the course, so
Yeah,
I know
right.
exactly what it looks
Right.
like. I've had to do some stuff with it already.
So then, Madge won that one. Then we get into our first kind of blunder, I would say, of the bracket by putting Waskasiu on for 11. I wanted Elkridge Aspen to win. Wascan and Elmwood were in there, but they didn't quite have a chance against Waskasiu because people love that course for some reason. So we started.
You could have put a Waskasiu hole in every one, and it would have won probably 7 of
Yeah.
them. It probably would have.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't in hole 2, but
Yeah, there's
so we
the
start
blunder.
we start off with 2 shortish par 4s, and then we get to 12, and there's not a lot of options on 12 other than par 3s. So I went with 3 par 3s, Cook, Meadow Lake, and Landing, all very good holes. And Kate Johnson made us put 12 at Deer Park in. Well, he didn't make us, but he basically said that
It's
it
their
was
best.
the best hole
yeah.
in the back 9.
Yep.
I was going to put 17 or 16, but
Yep.
So they ended up losing, but obviously Cook is pretty famous par 3.
Yep.
Took that one down. Then we get to 13, which is today. Need a par 5 on the back. Don't
Got
have one
4
yet,
of 'em.
So
I didn't see who's winning right now.
it's very close between North Battleford and Jackfish. So Green Hills and Chinook are in there as well. Why don't you give us the update here?
Update is it's currently 33% for North Battleford and 31% for Jackfish.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a tight one.
Yeah.
We've had a few like really tight votes. There was one that was like 4-way tight. I think 14 tomorrow will be tight as well with
Yep.
Deer Valley, Dunes, and Riverside. So that's a good one. I think we're gonna end up. We're gonna hit our yardage mark. I know you're a little worried about it.
I'm
but
very.
What's our yardage
Well,
mark?
we're not-
6,800?
I'm just simply not including another par 3 until 17. So
So we're going to get to what, 68, 6,900?
We're pushing 6.
65 we'll get
65?
I
That's a
do
good
not-
course.
I
65.
don't think we'll.
65 as a par 71, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
We need to get to 3,300 yards on the back, and we're only at 800.
No, we're gonna get a long 4 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Very long
All
4
right.
and a
We'll see.
5 today, and then another 5 to finish. And
We'll
Yeah.
talk tomorrow. We'll do some.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But I'm excited to see what it all kind of shapes up as at the end. And by this time next week, we'll be done, and
And we'll know.
we'll know, and then we can all reveal ours on the pod
Yeah.
next week.
I have
So
to
that's
figure
your
out.
homework for next week.
Yeah, I have to figure out some holes. I'm not a very good remember holes guy.
Yeah.
So I'll just wait for you guys to post yours and then just like mix and match what I
No,
want.
I think we go live on the pod with the
Oh,
reveal.
I like
Oh, I hate that. I
One
hate every
hole at a
second of that.
time. One
Love
hole at a
that.
time.
Love that.
I'm gonna have Hillcrest holes in there because the only ones I remember.
Oh, you could have Royal in there too.
Yeah, I'll have some royal holes. Yeah, I know lots at like Deer Valley. Maybe even have an Avonlea hole in there.
You've played a
Avonlea.
pile of
Yeah, but I
courses.
don't
You've won on 2
remember the
roadies.
holes. We
Just
played.
busy
3 at
talking.
Avonlea.
Yeah, I'm too busy talking to
Yeah.
remember the holes. Like the 8 courses that we played on the road trip a couple years ago, I couldn't remember half of them.
I've actually kind of sort of forgot about Avonlea in this bracket. I've looked
Doesn't exist.
them up a couple times, but then
No,
no,
but he
it's-
said
it's
he's
been back.
reopening.
It's been bought.
opening.
Yeah, the guy
So-
posted. They're already courting people for tournaments.
I was talking
Yeah.
to Shane on Saturday at the curling, and he said he's already bought his membership
Oh wow.
out there. So
I mean,
you go.
18 certainly won't be making it on there, but there's
No.
some pretty good holes in the back. 10's a pretty good hole.
Yeah. So,
There's some good holes.
who's leading off weeks?
I'll be very quick.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for your service.
Big thing this week. We had furnace kind of had something to get fixed, so the guy that does all of their boiler systems as well come over, and he said, you don't need to spend 10 or 15K on this system that friend Jordan was trying to sell us.
You got
on."
a second opinion?
Yes.
Oh, Jordan will love that.
Yeah. He's like, no, just get this. Like, it's simple and it's way cheaper. So I think we're gonna end up going that route. So here's.
Did you
hoping-
run that by Jordan?
No, not yet. He sent me a quote today, and I was like, fuck that. That's too much.
Yeah.
I know where this story's going, but finish.
No, that's it.
That's
all
it.
it was- yeah.
Oh, I thought because you were gonna say you saved the 10 grand or 12 grand.
He's
and
going
you're
on a trip.
another trip.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
actually
sunk
where
money.
I'm going next.
I told you. That's
Or
what
you-
I told you it was
You
going.
bought a second golf cart
Yeah.
just to have in case.
No, booked our
Backup battery.
booked our flights to Europe yesterday.
Europe.
Spent 3 fucking hours on the phone with WestJet to try to figure it out, because we're flying out of a different place to come home, and we want to use our companion flights, and we can't do that online.
'Cause it's not round
so We
trip.
need to
It's gotta be
follow
round
them.
trip.
We need to call them in order to use them, because we just can't do it online.
When and where are you going?
We are leaving August 4th and coming back on the 21st.
This year?
Yeah.
Holy.
Where are you going? Everywhere?
We're gonna fly into London, then we're gonna go to Copenhagen, then we're gonna go to Berlin, then we're gonna go to Italy, and then we're gonna go to Paris, and then we'll come home.
Are you
Who's all
taking your
going?
golf clubs?
No.
Oh, nice.
No.
Who's all going?
Me and the kids, and my wife,
Oh,
and
I
the
was gonna
wife.
say, yeah.
There it is.
the family, my family. So we're going to visit one of Kirsten's old teammates in Copenhagen. I'm going to visit one of my good buddies in. We're gonna meet them in Italy.
Nice.
So
That'll be a fun
yeah.
trip.
exciting.
Mhm.
Not bringing your golf clubs.
I'm not. That's too
No
long
time.
to lug them
Yeah,
around.
that's
for
a long
maybe
17
once.
days. Even if it was 2 rounds, that's still too long.
Yeah.
Bring 3
it is.
clubs and just do the
Right,
3 club
r-
challenge a bunch of
Some
times.
running shoes.
Yeah.
Speed golf Rob. Maybe
Yeah,
meet up with
there we
him.
go. So 5 drinks this week. Went out for a little appetizer thing with my wife on Friday. Had 3 there, and then had 1 on Saturday. But it was 24 ounces. So
I did
as
take a
2.
picture of
That
you
is
drinking
two.
it.
That is
it
2.
is.
Yep.
So 42 on the year.
Okay.
Wow. I'll
Uh,
go next.
All right.
Started puppy class this week, so that was fun.
Yeah.
You
How's the Fast Eddie
There
doing?
was 3
both go?
Goldens in it. We all went, actually. All 4 of us went. The first one, because my wife's missing the next one, then I'm missing 2, and yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Little
That's
puppy
a-
class.
There's like
Just
12 dogs in
down-
there, though, and it's
down
not
the
that
street?
big. Yeah. But he's fine. So that was fun. Went to the curling.
Yes.
MattyB brought me as his date, so that was good.
Yes.
Went to the patch after. You didn't come, but it was
We
It
held
was fun
hands
enough.
during though.
there was the band was good.
Oh, you did stay? Did you stay till like late?
Oh yeah, I left at about 12:15. Walked home.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Is it full? Lots of people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite full.
Yeah.
That is the thing about the international curling. It seems like it goes to smaller. Like Moose Jaw now, we've had a Scotties, we've had this. Like the Worlds were in Lethbridge before. I mean, the Briar moves around like it was in Regina last year, but I mean
Yeah.
that is one of the things that Moose Jaw gets. That's pretty fun. Is
Oh yeah.
curling
and
events
they
that
eat
have
it
the
up.
patch. Yeah.
We eat it up here, and
Oh yeah.
It's fun watching it on TV, and they're showing like drone footage of the city.
Yeah.
Like, really, like
Just ass city.
Don't get too close to the streets.
everything's brown. And
Yeah, it's gross. It's a gross city. Like from
Kind of.
above,
It's
Like,
not like downtown's not bad.
they
It's
just got to pick their spot somewhere
yeah.
that drone flies. For
It's
sure.
not like a bunch of new skyscrapers like Calgary or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But it's
yep.
it's okay. So it kind of didn't really want to stay out too late because I had 3-on-3 tourney for the kids. Both kids were in it, so 6 games each, or 5 games each. Sorry. Oldest ended up winning his. Was on the winning team. They went to overtime in the last game, so that was kind of fun. It was intense. Like
I
there was
bet.
15 trips in overtime that the ref just didn't call because he knew that if he called it, it was over.
Yeah.
Like penalty shot.
It's all the
They're
penalties.
the
penalty shots, yeah.
line up at the blue line and just chase the guy.
But they're not
That's
allowed
their
to catch
penalty.
him.
Oh, they
Chase
aren't?
him, but they're not allowed to catch him. It's stupid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought if you caught him, you're just too bad.
Then what's the point?
Yeah. I don't know. Just to keep play going after,
Oh, yeah, that makes
get the
sense.
rebound, I guess. But
Like soccer kind of.
so that was yeah, kind of. So that was it. And my oldest started dodgeball tonight, so just another sport. Had to go to Carenport for that.
Hucking wrenches at him.
Their team stinks. And
How do you stink at dodgeball?
Oh, easily.
You can't catch. You can't throw.
You can't catch and you can't throw and you can't dodge. That makes you stink, Carf.
Yeah, but I think that'd be so basic.
We got
that-
4 or 5 that can't do any of the 3. So
And you just want to coach so bad. How do you even coach dodgeball?
actually,
really?
the woman that was coaching did a pretty good job, but
Just
they
say,
were
"Get
throwing
the
it
F
from way
out
too.
of the way.
Well, they were throwing it from way too far back. Like they got to get all the way up to the center line.
There's some strategy.
yeah.
For
Like-
sure.
Go up to the center line, whip it, and then back all the way back.
Yeah.
You said he signed up at school. Is this a school thing?
Yeah, the Palliser's got 4 teams. King George has 4 teams.
Jeez.
I
Is it co-ed?
There's
Yeah.
no way that Sunningdale has a team then.
Yeah, it's
'Cause-
grades 4s and 5s.
Oh,
So Hayes could have played.
yeah, but he would have 100% came home and said there's dodgeball. Like, is
Maybe.
there a Sunningdale team? I don't think so.
I don't think there is.
No. So maybe they just didn't have a coach that wanted to
Yeah.
put him in this league. That's weird. That's
I'll
a
coach 'em.
school sport. School sport.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's not even intramurals. Like it's a
What
legit thing.
kind of balls are they using? Like the foam ones
Those little,
Rhino skin ones?
or the bouncy ones?
not the bouncy ones.
Yeah, the foam.
Yeah.
Like that little hardish plastic on the
Like
outside.
they move, like they curve
Yeah,
and
yeah.
rise, right? Because they're not heavy enough.
Hmm.
That's why you got to get to the line.
Yeah. Good point. Yep.
Get to the damn line! I just wanted to yell it so bad. I'm just sitting at the
So
back
bad.
on the. I'm just on the
Professional
stage
dodgeball.
at Carenport at the back, just sitting
Just
there by
sitting
myself.
on your hands, so you're not biting your tongue.
They lost like 8-2, and my kid was the only reason they won the 2. Like he's by far the best player. It's just like, yeah, it's gonna be a long 2 months.
Yeah. How did
Was that long?
Goes till mid-June.
Oh, what? I'm amazed
And
this
you
is an
have to
actual
go
league.
to, the wildest part is you got to go to Carenport.
That's our only time we got to go to
Your
Carenport,
first
so that
games
was
in
all right.
Carenport?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you didn't see the schedule first, obviously.
No, would have been a hard no. But, I did have some Churchills this week. Ended up with 17 on the week, so I guess 9 Saturday had something to do with that. 164 and 89.
Okay.
What's your total? Canoe?
42.
Okay, I'll go next because I didn't do anything either this week. Actually, nothing at all.
3-on-3.
So, well, yeah, I coached 3-on-3. We U7, we won that division, so that was good.
So
But
you both were winners, U9 and U7.
except, I mean, I'm splitting hairs here, but they messed up the goalie scheduling in the U7 division because every game we had good goalies, and every game was like 12-10, 9-8, 10-9, and then the final was 26-24 or 24-22. Like it was, and yeah. So that kind of took some of the excitement out of it because
Right, yeah.
old Bronell was watching our semifinal game, and it was an intense little game.
That was
there.
the game of the tournament. I mean, until our final. So
We scored
was
with
the
9
second best
seconds
game of the
left to
tournament.
go up 1.
yeah, beat Steiny's team.
Yep. So I had 0 drinks, so 86 on the year.
Oh, wow, that was a short week.
Doubled Canoe.
I literally did nothing.
86.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go last. So last time on the pod, my wife was in Phoenix. I was, I think, due to that and me solo parenting, I had some insomnia returned. Didn't sleep at all. So she comes home on Thursday, and sure enough, she comes home and it's like Yep, go to bed at 10 o'clock that night, just sleeping like a baby, just happy to not have to wake up and solo parent until at about 4 a.m. we hear this noise. So we sleep with a fan on and wake up to this noise that sounds like the fan blade broke on the fan. It's like, it's just like this weird sound. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then she wakes up, what the hell is that? So I'm like, I don't know. So then I get up, check the fan. Nope, it's still, turn it off, turn it back on. Nope, same sound. I go back to bed and she's like, it continues. It's like, what the hell is that? Well, so in our room, we have a maple bug issue in the spring and the fall. And so we have all these sticky mouse traps out around our bedroom. Well, it turns out sticky mouse traps not only catch maple bugs, but they also catch mice. And there's a mouse in the mouse trap, and it is trying to get out of there like crazy. So all 4 of its legs are stuck. Turn on the light. Yep, sure enough, it's in there, and it's going absolutely ham, like flipping this thing over, just like trying to get out of there, and it can't. So I'm like, okay, well, so I go find a pot, put the pot on top of it, and then I'm like, okay, well, I need something to scoop underneath so I can hold the pot on top, take it outside, and beat the shit out of this thing. So I'm like, dustpan. No, dustpan doesn't quite get underneath. And I'm like, oh, shit, I have an old grain shovel from the farm. I'll get that. It's like a little one, not a big one. So go get that. Yep, scoop it out underneath, throw on a shirt. So I got my shirt on, my gitch, and I put on sandals. So I just go out in the front yard, set this thing on the lawn, and gave the biggest overhead chop with this grain shovel known to man and splatter that thing everywhere. Probably all over my feet too, and I just got right back into bed. But
4 in the morning.
DTG memes is gonna have a heyday with that one.
So the next morning I wake up and I go look at the shovel, and yeah, it is like covered in blood. Because I not only did I overhead slam it once, I did it like 4 times, just beat the living shit out of this thing. And then, so I only got 6 hours of sleep because I go back to bed. Now I'm up at 4 because I just went through this exhilarating process of killing this mouse. But then had really good sleep. So I think I'm back online. Went to the curling on the weekend, which was fun.
There's nothing worse than hearing a sound that you don't know what it is.
Oh. And so
Especially
my wife's
at night.
Be a burglar.
My wife wears glasses, contacts, so she wakes up and she shines the light over to the corner, and she's like, "I think there's something in the mouse trap." She can't even tell what it is, so I get up and look, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's a mouse." She just flies out of bed. Like,
oh yeah,
get that thing out of here! And like,
Wouldn't she stay in bed?
well, that's what I said. I'm like, "Why are you getting out of bed? That thing's all on the ground." What happens if it's got a friend here? Like, she didn't like that very much. There's no mouse shit in our house though, so I don't know if it was just like, because earlier that day, I was cleaning out the garage. Like, that was the day she got home. So I was cleaning out the garage. And
Just
so I
left the
think
door
maybe I
open
just left the door open too long and it got in somehow. I hope so. Because if there's mice in our house, that's a problem. Burn the whole thing down.
Yep.
So yeah.
So your insomnia, is it you can't fall asleep or you can't stay asleep?
Can't stay asleep. I have no problem falling asleep in any
you
situation.
can't fall back asleep after you wake up.
Yeah, so it's like more I'll fall asleep, and if I wake up at like midnight, if I have to take a piss, I'm hooped. But yeah, if I wake up at any point in the night, it's just tossing and turning for the rest of it, and then I'll go on my phone to try to tire myself out. Sometimes I'll even get up and just won't go watch TV or anything, just get up and just walk around the house.
Yeah,
and then
'cause
try
I
to
got
go back
this
to
thing
sleep.
where I can't sleep longer than 6.5 hours.
Yeah,
last
but
week a couple times I went to bed at like 10 and I was up at 4:30 both times.
yeah, but
wide awake.
But at least you got like 6.5 is good.
Oh yeah, that's the sweet spot, I guess. That's
Yeah.
the sweet spot for me. So
I
go
wish
to
that's
bed
all I
at
needed.
11:30
It'd
and
be
I get up
awesome.
at 6, and that's life.
Yeah, I will say though that as part of that, I've found myself now I've been a habitual 8-hour guy forever. And now it's like 7, I think I'm good, because this whole insomnia thing's made me realize that I can operate on like 3-4 hours of sleep, so I probably don't need 8.
Mhm.
So
I need more and more every year. I need
now, that being said, I did sleep for 9 hours on Saturday, or 9 hours on Friday, and almost 10 on Saturday night. Like went to bed at 11 on Saturday night after curling and woke up at 9 o'clock.
You're back.
Yeah, so I think I'm fully recharged. So yeah, went out with Bronell to curling. I had 5 that night, but I only had 8 for the week. So I had 8 and I walked 55 kilometers. Like, me and the dog are putting in some K lately.
This booze count's gonna get pretty lame if you guys stop drinking as much as you're supposed to.
Well, I had 19 and 32 the 2 weeks before, so
That's fair.
And there's the Kinsman Celebrity Sports Dinner this upcoming Saturday, so there's a quick 15 for me. But I am at 219 on the year, and I have 454K, which is 151 drinks. So if we're talking about now, today is March 31st. I if we're going total months here, I had the quota to have 74 drinks. That's the week before. I had quota for 61, and I had 64 for the month.
So
you're
another
one
So I
and two.
lost 1 and 2. Yep.
Hmm.
So if I had
Unless-
known that, I wouldn't have had.
I mean, you got 3 hours here. What if you just walked for the rest of the night?
oh yeah, just walk home.
pace, mic in hand.
I don't think I can possibly walk. What did I say? I am 6 short. No, 4 short.
Yeah.
4 short. So 12K.
Oh, that's easy. You could do that.
Just walk around the city.
Wander around.
Yeah. People do it all the time. But yeah, that's it for me. Let's get into Minwoo Lee.
Houston Open.
What looked like it was not going to be a watchable Sunday final round with such the lead that he had.
They made it
Turned
tight.
out
Yeah,
to
Scotty
be a
made it
very good
interesting.
finish. Yeah. Scotty. Well, that's the thing.
Gary
Scotty
made it interesting, too.
Well, and I mean Scotty with a terrible Saturday, it's like he's out of this thing, but he's never out of it.
Never out.
Never.
So I mean, it is Minwoo Lee's first win on tour, which, I mean, finally, considering the hype that's been around this guy
Yeah.
for what 3 years now.
I could have sworn he won already, but yeah.
No, I
I
mean,
guess I'm wrong.
it's the first win I wrote down.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. It was said. Yeah.
I have it right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he just had so much hype around. I mean, his swing is unbelievable, and his short games
Yep.
Dr.
next to
Chapinski.
none. But yeah, I mean, good for him. It's only the third brother and sister pair to have wins on the PGA Tour and LPGA Tour, so that's a bit of a fun fact
I
there.
like
isn't
that.
it?
Yep.
Did you guys see him do the aim point on the 1 foot putt to
Yeah.
win?
Hilarious.
Yeah, well, that was a huge thing all week. I mean, the slow play and the little.
That was
you know,
him that took
maybe a
30
little
minutes
shot
for
at-
that one hole?
Wow.
Is
he-
that him?
Yeah, he was waiting for a ruling.
Yeah, but they never got a ruling.
No.
Oh, they didn't get one in the end.
No.
No.
So that's too long.
Then Tosti was apparently deliberately playing slow. And
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh.
I don't think he was,
why
but
why wouldn't we get into it right now?
there's a couple more Minwoo Lee things. He only
Okay.
hit 22 fairways all week.
But that 1 foot aim point thing was, I think, a shot at him for that.
You think it was? Scotty loved it in the
Yeah,
the old dressing room there. But
it was pretty funny.
yeah, Punch Bowl trophy, and he only hit 22 fairways. Made 26 birdies, so
I mean,
I guess roll back the ball.
It's a muni. It's exactly whatever we all go
You
out
play
and
for
do.
$38. That's this course, or is that
That's this course. Yeah, kids
Yeah.
can play for $10. It's not
That's
a
how it
bad
should-
course.
that's how it should be?
Yeah,
They should play
Especially
more.
for kids. Like, it should be dirt cheap.
I mean it is here
Not
for
really.
memberships.
Free.
So
But
I
even,
mean,
like high school, it's cheap.
I mean, for that type of course, 20 under, that's not bad.
No.
Like you would think if you said, yeah, the PGA Tour pros are going to play a municipal course, we're talking 35 under.
Well, they'd shoot 55 every round at the Hillcrest, would they not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or no, that's just Berkshire. I forgot.
Yeah, 60s though here for sure.
Well, I mean, the rough wasn't that penalizing.
Yeah,
No, they're setting it up similar to Masters.
Like Scotty hit it in the left rough on 16, and then but it was such a short par 5, and they're like, "Wow, you might not be able to control it now," and it was completely fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
golf announcers are the worst. The absolute worst.
Yeah, you can't spin it back 15 feet right now, but you can
Yeah.
still make it stop.
Yeah. Land it where you want it.
Yeah.
We might as well get to Tosti now. He was 5th. Now, do you guys think that was deliberate of him playing slow there on that hole? Or he just said he had to get a bottle of water and take a leak?
Yeah, he
Not-
said he was in the bathroom
what
and
he
he was
said,
pissed
yeah.
off at Bones for essentially calling him out.
So, but now is he... Obviously, I think it is a bit of a shtick. Like, he's being the villain. Like, there's too many... I think naturally some of it was him. Like, the hitting his bag and whatnot and whatever else he did, getting mad at people. But I think he's now leaning into it a little bit
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
for things. But it
They-
also kind of makes me think, like, has, like, the media bias we see in, like, you watch CNN versus watching Fox News. Like, is that, like, infiltrated, like, golf? Because Bones made it out to seem that he was doing this on purpose.
Yes.
Like he was just like, oh, he's getting back at Min Woo Lee for playing slow, and it's like, if you hear the whole story, like everything else,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with pretty much everything in the world right now on social
100%.
media is everything's spun so terribly
Yes.
that they can pick whatever they want because it's still true, but there's no context to anything.
And you can say
It
whatever
ruins.
you want.
It's
Yeah.
literally ruining society.
Yeah, you can say
the
whatever you
media-
want
the
as many
media is
times as
just
you
wrecking
want,
everything.
and some
Yeah.
people are going to pick up on it and run with it.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually finished under the broadcast time allotted, so wasn't
They
that
couldn't have
slow.
been playing that slow.
Yeah.
but municipal course plays a little easier.
No rough.
What else I got? I got Ryo Hisatsune. I mean, he
Yes.
finished 47th, but I posted that video where his caddy's just standing behind him, giving a little sip of water before every putt.
Yeah.
And that was last week too.
Yeah, he does it every time.
Yeah, I know.
And what was the caption I think on there? He doesn't swallow it until he putts.
Yep.
So he just keeps the water in his mouth, which is
That's
fucking
psycho
weird,
shit.
but-
Yeah. I might do that
Creatures
with
of
beer.
habit.
Well, that actually reminded me of a funny
Triple H it if you make it.
Well, a funny reel today I saw this guy, his kid gave him a water bottle, and he already had water in his mouth, and he puts the water bottle up to his forehead, and as he pours it, he spits on the kid's face because he had a mouthful of water, so it looked like he was pouring the water through his forehead and through his mouth. I might actually do that to my kids.
Yeah.
A reel I saw was a kid farted in a bag and then told his dad that it was like helium. He's like, hey, do the funny voice. And the dad just like, gulped this thing down.
that's good.
Now,
didn't even
now
bring up my
this is
algorithm.
right on the heels of saying social media is ruining everything because that is fucking hilarious.
I haven't been saying my algorithm because it's been pretty messed up for a
Oh,
while
it's
here.
so bad right now.
but, I'm back on just like ping pong reels, and it's just the best. Like trick shots, rallies.
Mine's filled with those. What did you do last night? Stayed up till 3 a.m. betting on this, and it's all these obscure sports. Like, did you see that one where they play? It's 1-on-1 on ice, and they got metal shoes.
No.
It's like soccer on ice, but they have
Oh.
metal shoes, so they're just literally slipping everywhere.
It's as bad as
No,
the
yeah.
egg passing.
The egg pass one was
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
electric.
Yeah.
Okay, back to golf.
Sorry.
Gary Woodland finished tied for second. I mean, great seeing him back up there in
Yes.
tournaments.
Yes.
I was really hoping for a playoff, and I actually wanted him to win.
Because like there is nothing better
like
than
Minwoo,
when
but-
Gary Woodland's got the punch stingers going. Like he,
Oh
like,
yeah.
it's just the best. Like that little wrist hinge and just like they're like 3 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. What else I got in here? Rory was T5, but he had the stones to call out people for bad behavior. The hitting,
after 2 weeks ago.
the hitting of sprinklers and whatever, kicking the putter. Kazire was the big one he referenced. But I mean, Canoop then did some digging and posted that picture of him
I didn't have
ripping.
to do much digging.
Well, whatever. You jumped at the opportunity
Oh, yeah.
to hit all over Rory. So the picture of the shirt rip. I mean, he did. I mean, full swing. I just watched the episode. He just left after he didn't win. Like that's not a good role model.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm a Rory guy, but like,
Didn't he hit a
but
T
I'm a
marker
Rory
one
guy
time
too.
too? Or was that somebody
Probably.
else?
Probably.
they all do it.
I was gonna say yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But it's almost like when you say one thing and you've done the opposite so many times, it's like you forget that people have a record of all of the things that you've done when you live
Yeah.
a high-profile life like that.
Apparently
Yeah.
his elbow's sore. Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you believe the rumors, like cheating on your wife with your caddy isn't a good role model either.
Oh, there.
or Amanda Balionis, one of the two.
Whatever
Oh my
rumor you believe.
God. Oh my God.
But this was a perfect week for Rory.
It was.
Stay warm enough.
Yeah, but he got
where-
hurt.
Wow.
He was playing Augusta.
I think
today.
he's
You
saying
can't be
that so
hurt.
that the spotlight's a little off of him.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm picking him.
I mean, you didn't want to win this week. That's for sure. There's
Certainly
no
don't
way
wanna
he didn't
win.
want to win.
No.
There's no way he wanted to win this week.
No. Way too much pressure then.
Way
2 wins
too
going
much.
into the Masters?
No.
Wouldn't that be 3 wins?
3. Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Finished
Uh,
top 10 with a little backdoor action and yeah.
Yeah, no pressure.
and
Easy
not
for
playing
him.
this week, right?
Not
No.
playing this week.
Yeah. Well, he's hurt. Tony Finau finished 32nd. You guys see him miss that 1-inch putt?
There was
Yeah.
like 4 inches, but
So
he
are
hit it
you-
1 inch.
Are you not allowed to straddle the hole and put it back between your legs?
You're allowed.
I thought I saw like a comment on there is that's
Oh.
actually illegal.
Yeah, I don't actually think you can. So if my ball's here and I'm hitting it back toward me, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
that's what he did.
Yeah,
Because you
not
can't
allowed.
straddle it ever.
That's right.
No.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he missed it, and then
So
the
it
tap
should
that
be
he
a
missed.
couple more.
So he not only missed the tap back, but then he tapped it in again while he was still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the missed the 4-inch putt cost him $16,000, but if you had those penalty strokes, he should have got.
Mhm.
Could have been more.
Yep.
And then I know you'll talk Canadians, but I got a couple on here just because they had some stories. Taylor Pendrith was 5th, but you guys see his caddy picking up that turtle?
yeah,
And it
just
pissing
pissing
everywhere.
That's a shitload of piss.
I was reading
Big
one of the, I
cat.
was perusing the comments, and then someone said if you get like turtle piss on you, it like you can't wash it off. Like the
Oh, I thought
stink
you were gonna
stays
say it
on.
was good luck.
It probably is. Like how many times did someone get pissed on by a turtle?
I used to own a turtle actually. When I was
not
a kid.
surprising in the least.
When
What
I
was
a
his
kid,
name?
That was guess.
Rory.
Turtle.
Tiger.
Leonardo.
Oh,
obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, that was the first pet I ever had.
You do seem like a
How
bit of a
big did it
turtle
get?
guy.
Yeah. I don't know. My dad gave him away.
Oh, you stepped on that fucking thing.
Probably.
yeah. threw it
I
out.
don't know where. I don't know to who. I didn't ask questions, but
I mean, Leonardo, I think, was everyone's. Michelangelo was the early favorite for
Yeah.
everyone. Then it got to Leonardo, and then I think as you get older, you realize how sick Raphael was.
I mean, I was a Raphael guy right from the get-go, I think.
You liked be the dick, hey?
see,
dickhead.
I would have pegged you as more of like a Donnie guy.
No one's a
No
Donnie
one's a
guy.
guy. You notice how I left it out of my.
No,
co-
I mean,
my
you just sitting back there, just calculating.
Although Donnie's might be the
Overthinking
best
things.
character
Yeah, that's right.
in that new Turtles movie. Donnie might be the best character.
yeah, he's probably the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, the thinker is the most useful of the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just got a stick.
That's true.
Nothing sharp about it.
Yeah, like. And then Hadwin finished 39th, but he did pay for the sprinkler repair, and he brought in lunch for the agronomy team.
Yeah,
At the, I mean, the lunch
Cla-
didn't look very good.
Chipotle.
classic.
Was it?
Yeah,
It was just like bowls, though.
Yeah.
Rice bowls.
classic Canadian though.
Bulls are in, man. Bulls are in right now.
Made one on Saturday
See?
night.
I told you. Their Bulls are in.
What do you
Sent
mean
it-
you made one?
Me and my wife made
They put a bunch
chicken-
of
chicken
ingredients
rice
in a
bowls.
bowl.
chicken rice bowls. I sent the recipe to Bronell. He's probably gonna make it this week. I heard.
Yeah, I might make
Oh,
it for my
you-
wife's birthday even.
Probably
had-
too bland for him.
No, it had lots of good stuff. I ate it all too.
He ate avocado.
Yeah,
What?
avocado, cucumber.
There's no
Chicken,
way you threw a
ed-
tomato in
cucumber.
there.
No,
That's
no
a big deal.
tomato. No,
I got
I s-
wild and put a cucumber in there.
yeah. Edamame was in there. So I tell you what, if there's a list of
One green
vegetables that
onion?
I will try, there was a green onion in there.
Yeah, one.
No, I chopped up 3 stems.
Oh, nice.
The last on my list of vegetables that I'll put in anything is tomato.
Really?
They're useless.
Big ketchup guy though.
Love ketchup, but that's just filled with sugar.
Ketchup, tomato paste, pizza sauce, salsa. Yeah. Tomatoes are disgusting.
No, I dip my chips in salsa juice. I don't take any of the chunks.
I'll tell you what, I never used to be a tomato on burgers guy. I think I'm
It
big
sh-
on it now.
I agree.
Ever
Yeah.
since the draft, threw one on there.
I'm either all of it or like none of it. You know what I mean? I'm either
That's
all
fair.
like
Yeah.
lettuce, tomato, onion, everything,
Yep.
or else nothing. Just like
just kept
Bun and
maybe
cheese.
pickles. That's it.
Ugh, pickles.
Pickles are on it every time, no matter what.
Ugh,
Hmm.
disgusting.
Interesting. Anyways, Ace's birthday shots of the week. Ace's Joel Double R Gerback got an ace on the DP World Tour. Birthdays we had. Well, it's GIRR.
Oh,
EACK.
I thought that was like his middle initials.
I thought it was Elvis Gerback. Remember him?
Yeah, I do. Chief.
Quarterback.
He was playing on the Chiefs.
Birthday Sung J M turned 27, so we got to see the whatever that dance.
And the shot.
Oh yeah, best shot ever.
Fuck, was it unreal?
And then shots of the week. Anyone? I'm going first. You guys don't steal it, but it's the Keith Mitchell tie spinner out of the bunker.
Ah,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Minwoo's putt on 18 because I did not think that there was any way it was gonna be within 8 feet. when he
Yeah.
decided to putt that thing.
Are you trying to be a golf announcer?
No.
Yeah, that's what he's exactly what he's
Yeah.
doing.
I didn't
Or a
think so.
troll.
No,
or
well,
troll.
No, he's trying to go back to his trolling that he was trying to
No.
do.
it
Trying
was
to jinx Scotty.
it was at least 4 yards, 5 yards off the green, and it was I think 70 feet is what it ended
It
up
was
being.
not 70 feet.
I'll look it up.
Look
right
it
now.
up. Look it up. It was
I will.
not
You
70
talk while
feet.
I'm looking it up.
It was 30 or 40
That
feet.
was quite the gun. I didn't think there's any chance he got it within 6 feet here.
Yeah.
Hits it to a
That
foot.
was a 90.
56 feet.
Okay,
Okay,
so,
so right in between.
yeah,
Well,
but that
no,
was
a
a
bit
that's a
closer.
95% up and down for any pro on
Yeah.
tour.
When you're trying to win a tournament, though.
Yeah,
Your
for your
first
first
tournament ever?
might drop down to 92.
All right, fair enough.
Brownell shot of the week.
I don't have one, but Hughes was T10 this week, so
Oh right.
forgot to mention that.
When Svensson made the cut.
Yeah, he was T67.
Still a made
So,
cut.
Made it. Silverman and Taylor missed the cut.
Did you say Penrith? Sorry, did I miss it?
Yeah, we
he was
talked
well. We
Turtle
Yeah.
did
Piss.
you mention
Turtle
that he was
Piss.
top 5?
Yeah, said T5.
Yeah,
Oh, is that top 5?
yeah. We don't know.
Not in an each way bet.
Anyways, news. The Live announced the duel where they're going to pair a Live golfer with a golf influencer and have a scramble stroke. I don't know what stroke play. I
think
guess,
it's-
or is
I-
it like
I don't
horse
know.
race?
I'm not sure.
Anyways, they're doing that. I guess the PGA Tour had threatened punishment to these influencers if they were going to go ahead with this, which they've since went back on because, I mean, how do you do that?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Tom?
Like
Kill
they're
'em?
going to be like, okay, I guess I'll just keep doing my YouTube stuff.
yeah.
No more creator.
All
classic
right,
for you
and-
guys.
Yeah, I'll give up the Creator Classic and be in this duel that's probably paying me way more.
Yeah. Also with Live is they're doing a kind of a full swing-esque documentary style
Mm-hmm.
show that's going out on Fox Sports 1. So look pretty interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Next, we'll move on. I know no one wants to talk about the Live. TGL. I mean, we talked about Atlanta winning.
Yes.
But the stats came out that Lucas Glover made $2.25 million in
Yeah.
TGL this year. He hit 15 shots and 11 putts the whole season.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, he barely played.
I mean, his wife's ecstatic.
hell of a cheerleader too, though.
Hell of a cheerleader, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he was barely in them. I think that was 2 matches, right?
Yeah.
2 of their 5, and then I don't think he played in the playoffs.
No, I don't think so.
That's unreal.
$2.25 million.
And the funny part about that is arguably he was one of the hottest golfers.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't need him though.
Do you think they're going to switch
Atlanta's-
guys out, or are they just still, like, they're just in forever?
I don't know. That's a really good question. Because I think they're just going to add more teams and more guys, so they'll probably keep the current teams the same, unless someone says they don't want to play. But I mean,
Why would
who
you
knows?
not want to play if you can make $2.25 million
Yeah.
for 26 shots?
now that being said, Knut makes a really good point. Trades would be sick,
It would be.
and not like
I would
those
say
shitty
not
live
lopsided
trades.
Yes,
Not
not
those shitty live
lopsided
trades.
ones.
And expansion too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
more guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but, like,
maybe
what are you getting for kids? Piece of pizza?
bag of
Kiz
balls.
might get cut yet, but Kiz should have been the guy hitting 15 shots and 11 putts.
He didn't hit many, and they still lost.
Yeah,
Next, Jim Nance has announced that
Oh,
the
God.
2036 Masters broadcast will be his last. So, I mean, if you guys got a calendar that goes out that far, circle that date because there's no more Nance after that.
so that the reason for is it's his 25th,
It's the
100th Masters,
Yeah.
and his 25th, I think, or something like that.
But still, like, announce that in 2034.
Yeah, how did that even come up? Like, what is the context to that quote? Do you guys know or no?
I assume he was doing an interview saying, "When are you going to be done?" He's like, "I think I'm going to stop at 25.
Crazy.
I think the 25th will be my last."
I mean, he's not young.
No, he's not.
Sorry, I'm looking at Martin Laird season results right now.
Why?
Just thinking about picking him.
Oh,
I'm not. So
I was going to say, it seems odd. Next,
you got any of those mowers left?
yeah, I do.
speaking
Would you like one?
of
Yes, I would
the
love.
Masters, This is likely Bernhard Longer's last Master, and that fun little stat came out that in his first Masters, Gene Sarazen was in that tournament, who was born in 1902, and now his last Masters, Tom Kim will be in the tournament, who was born in 2002.
Like,
So
that's wild.
He's played with
100 years of
100
golfers.
years of golfers. Pretty crazy.
It'll be his 51st Masters.
51.
His 40th Masters next month. Yeah.
Nance.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. So 50's got to stop then. 51
Yeah.
doesn't make a lot of sense.
I thought you were talking longer.
Jim Nance is going to announce 50 years of Masters?
51 years of Masters, yes.
That will be his
Yes.
51st.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense. I thought it was a round number that he
Hopefully
was
he makes
quitting
it.
on. But
No, it's the 100th Masters, and it's his 51st.
Oh, okay.
Masters.
And then, did you guys see that thing I posted? Patrick Reed's security guard?
No, I did not.
You got to look at it. It's in there. I don't know. It's
He
an
big.
insane- Like, that guy's gigantic. But also, why does he have a security guard?
Done some of the shit he's done.
Cheated?
Let me see here. How long ago was it?
I don't know. A couple days ago.
Okay.
Won't have a preview. It'll just be one of the links. And then last thing here, before we go around the world, R.I.P. Dave Pels. One of the first real
Like short game guru guys.
short game
Yeah.
and like teacher that was on like Golf Channel and like
Mm-hmm.
when you were growing up. So he passed away, I think, at 85.
Yeah, I think
Like,
that
I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah. Phil had a nice little message on there because he had helped him a ton. So
Yep. So that's a tough one for the golf community. So rest in peace, Dave. And then around the world, the Champions Tour, the Gallery Classic, won by Steve Allen, his first win on the Champions Tour. You guys probably thought I was going to say Alker, but he was only fifth.
Tough week.
Another. Oh no, sorry, third, tied for third.
Holy shit, that guy's big.
Yeah.
Fuck, he plays every single week too, hey?
And he's,
Alker.
I don't think he's been outside the top 5 this year.
Look it up, Chris.
Crazy. Ames was 29th. Weir was 64th. The Americas Tour kicked off this week. The 93 Abierto Telecom de Centro, presented by Zurich, was won by Ryan Greider. So good for him.
The Grider.
AJ Ewert and Tom was 20th, and Thomas Giroux was 35th. A bunch more Canadians missed the cut, but didn't have the room to write them down. The big story of this one was Angel Cabrera played in this event. He finished 35th. He did shoot 66 in round 1, but then that interview came out of him reflecting on his time in prison
Mm-hmm.
and how he's just grateful for a second chance. And I did like the picture that they used. Just had him just smoking a cigarette, like just a criminal looking man in this picture. Like hard time in jail, sleeping on bad mattresses. But he did say guys like Ernie Els and a few other guys reached out to him, and Gary Player sent him some kind words while he was in there. And so
Gary
I don't know.
Player, eh? Well,
good for you, Harv. T5, T2, P1, T5, T3. So has
That's
not
insane.
been outside T5.
for being a nobody, it's the wildest story in all of golf.
it's the
Yeah.
greatest rags to riches story in the history of sports.
Sports, maybe.
It's up there for sure. Because like he's probably
PGA Tour, yeah. Champ.
like outside
Still,
of
though.
Bernard Longer, who just
What's his
played
career
for
earnings?
eternity. That's where I was going with that. Like outside of Bernard Longer, who like he's played for 20 some years, it seems.
Yeah.
Like the amount of money he made on the Champions versus his regular.
10.6 on the Champions Tour.
$10.6 million on the
Yeah.
Champions
He's
Tour.
only been on there for like 4 years.
There's
He's
hope for you,
made-
man.
He's made $840,000 on the PGA Tour.
And $10 million
That is
on the
insane.
Champions
Yeah.
Tour.
12 times.
There's hope for you. Can you-
Holy.
Yep. So that's America's Tour, LPGA Tour, the Ford Championship won by Hyo Ju Kim. She beat Lilia Vu in a playoff. I mean, a very displayable trophy on this one. Kind of a silver, again, fan style with like purple, pink coloring in the middle. So if I could paint you a picture with my words there.
Not bad.
I got it.
Brooke Henderson was 27th. Savannah Gravall was 38th. Alena Sharp and Maud-Amy LeBlanc missed the cut. And then the DP World Tour, the Hero Indian Open, won by Eugenio Shakara, so live golfer.
Cheater. Yeah.
I did write down he is also a cheater because he anchors his putter, and that thing is more anchored than Bernhard Longer's. So it is like that.
So that
thumb is
highlight that
like-
came out, they zoom in on his thumb. Like, is it because you can see his knuckle touching his chest?
I guess.
Oh yeah.
Like, I couldn't tell it was anchored at all.
She's dug
I
right
mean, I
in.
know it is, but I
Oh,
couldn't.
She's dug right
that
in.
is dug in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Like she dug.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't do that.
Well, he's
can't.
used to playing on live. He can do whatever. The
do
fuck
whatever
he
you
wants.
want. Yeah.
So is
That's a
Liv
good
that
point.
good that he just comes out and wins his first tournament back on DP
Oh.
World Tour?
Wow.
That good. Yeah.
Spin zone.
He hasn't been very good on the live. Like maybe the competition's just better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the care
be.
level is probably a lot less.
You're saying just free and easy.
Well, what would you rather win, the Euro event or a live event?
He would want to.
I think you want to win the live event.
For the money?
Yes.
He already won one.
Yeah, so he's already got enough money.
Probably wants another one. Another four. You got another $4 million. That's his quote.
That's his quote.
Cockrell was 29th, and the Corn Ferry tournament had no tournament this week.
All right.
Making the cut.
Making the cut.
You're
All
on.
right. All right. So I screened this with you guys a little bit.
Well,
Harv's
did-
colors.
hard did colors, so I was like, what's this week? Shapes?
I mean, I'm cutting triangles instantly.
So I went making the cut body parts.
Okay.
So you get to, obviously, the body parts you want to keep is what
Okay.
you're keeping. You're cutting the ones you don't think you need.
Or you can cut that you don't think you need.
Don't think you need.
So it's for ourselves, so there's no female parts, obviously, on the list.
It's for us. Yep. Yeah.
Dang.
Not cutting any. Cutting.
How dare
I actually
you
should have.
assume-
I actually should have. Should have went with female too. Okay. So one nut, two fingers. You can
Any
pick them.
fingers?
You can pick them. Could be same hand.
Two,
Could be
though.
different. Two though. Two toes. An ear. Both nipples.
Both?
Both.
I suggested one.
Yeah. So I went with
Well,
both.
that's too
I had to
easy.
make them
That's
hard.
Too easy.
You can lose one. Both though. Imagine
Yeah.
when you look like shirtless. Hair for Harv.
Canoop, you mean?
Yes.
It's a harder
Yes, I
decision
was
for
even-
Canoop.
I know. It's a hard decision for anyone that has it.
Yeah.
Rotator cuff in your throwing arm. Can't really. It hurts. Like if you
You just
bone
can't
on
throw.
bone.
You don't
can't
have
throw.
a rotator cuff.
Yeah, you can't throw. Basically,
But like your arm's still there.
your arm's
You
still
just
there.
can't
Yeah,
throw. Okay.
and then an ACL or an MCL. I didn't know if I wanted
Oh.
both.
For like life?
Life.
then?
Don't have one.
That's
You're not an athlete, so
kinda
it wouldn't
easy.
matter anyway.
Kind of easy.
I think so. You're,
I know, yeah,
You're
yeah.
losing a nut. Like I don't need that.
I think all of us are cutting a nut.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? That was my first save, I think.
No,
You still got the
losing-
other one.
You're losing. I mean, I'm obviously the hair's not. That's an easy cut for me. What were they again?
Two fingers, two toes, an ear, both nipples, hair, rotator cuff in your throwing arm, ACL or
Okay,
MCL.
well, 2 toes are going,
Yeah.
That's
Pinkies.
easy.
Pinkies on each foot.
One each. Yeah.
or maybe like just like the middle one.
Mm.
Yeah, and then they'll
Yeah,
just
that's
grow,
not a bad
grow,
idea.
but grow over, and you'll still be able to just be fine.
Might help in the pool. I
That
don't
middle
know.
one actually might be pretty overrated.
Yeah.
Eh?
Although you get rid of the pinky, you're probably not stubbing it as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then the last one. I think I
kinda
gotta go
hard.
nipples.
Oh yeah. You're
Imagine going
that was
to the
an easy
pool
cut
without.
for
I'll
me.
wear a shirt in the pool. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think you gotta go nipples.
Easiest cut for me is
You
nipples.
got to be able to throw a baseball and like you probably can't
Run?
golf all that well without ACL MCL because
This
it's not
is-
just like you got a brace on and it's better. Like it's toast.
There's
right?
nothing there.
Yeah.
This one's pretty simple. Not as easy.
Gone.
cut.
Yeah.
I'm done having kids. It doesn't matter. Both nipples gone because you just get them tattooed on.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Done.
guess you
Right?
Tattooed on. Yeah.
tattooed
Okay. Yeah.
nipples.
Happens all the. Women
I know
that
it
lose
does
their,
happen
like,
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Easy.
still, it's
I'm losing my hair. I would rather keep everything else. And then last one, I'd lose my ACL. I don't need to run anywhere. I'm not
Yeah,
doing
but
anything.
it's going to
that
affect golf.
athletic.
It's got to
No,
affect your golf
it
swing.
won't. No.
Oh, 100% it will. If it's
No.
completely gone, like you don't like, there's no
Grinding.
brace that's
Think about
fixing it.
walking.
I'd
Just
I'd
walking
do
in
it on
general.
my right leg, so it wouldn't matter, and then my left leg's fine.
Aren't you supposed to be like a fitness guy? And now you're
Yeah,
gonna
but
lose your
I don't need to.
ACL.
I don't need to run. I can still lift weights.
We
and
know
do
Yeah, we
everything
know you
else.
shouldn't run. You shouldn't run.
I don't need to. I can still walk. It's just super athletic stuff, running and jumping. I don't need to do that anymore.
All
If
right.
you want to get in the
Uh,
fist
done.
ball.
I am, yeah. I'm cutting nipples for sure. That
Okay.
one's gone. I'm cutting pinky or toes.
2 toes,
Two
yeah.
toes can go. I'm getting rid of an ear because I can still fucking hear with the other ear.
Oh, that's a tough
And
one.
I already have little ears anyway, so
Yeah,
How do you
not-
wear
not
they are
losing-
small.
How do you wear sunglasses?
I don't. I never do.
Lopsided
I'll put a
on your
fake one on there.
fake ear.
Tattoo it on.
There you go.
I would love to see a tattoo ear for sure.
Yeah, I gotta keep the muscles. I think both sets of muscles, and the
Yeah.
2 fingers would be tough.
Yeah, can't.
You gotta keep.
So you got
those
to pick. You got to lose hair then.
It's hair or what or not.
Hair or not.
Nut. Get rid of that nut,
I'm
man.
getting rid of a nut. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys talk me. I'm
I
not
think-
losing my hair.
No.
No way.
We got it. We have it.
got
We ain't
it, yeah.
losing it. I'm exactly the same as Bruno. I'm gonna lose my nipples. Oh no, he said ear though.
He did. Yep.
So nut, toes, and nipples are easy, I think. But for me, it's because I can't. I got to keep the fingers. I want to keep the ear, and then it's rotator cuff, ACL, MCL. I play both sports, but I like. It's my hair though.
Mm.
It's the one
Yeah, you're a
thing
big
that I think
flow
I'll
guy,
have.
too.
Yeah, and
I
I got
also-
long
I
hair.
also think you guys are really underestimating the 2 toes thing. Like getting
Mm.
ring of your pinkies. I think
didn't
your
say
balance.
pinkies.
will
You're
be
cutting
so
No,
the
we're
ACL.
we're getting.
That's okay. That's fair.
You
Fair
cut
enough.
that middle toe out, you're not even gonna notice the difference.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what?
You probably should have gone 1 finger just as maybe.
That's why I've
somebody,
made it 2, because
Wow,
it's hard.
s-
So
One
here's
finger's an easy cut.
here's the thing though. I think I might take fingers.
Yeah, just the 2 pinks.
You taking
No,
your,
2.
taking your thumbs.
Maybe the ring fingers on both hands.
You got this. You still
So
throw
not
curveballs.
Shocker guy.
Big shock. No comment.
And you don't have to wear a wedding ring.
Yeah. No wedding ring. So it's funny. So my daughter hates it because I don't know about you guys, but so this is actually a thing. This is how I count to 4. I count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like I
every
count
time?
every time. I count shocker as 4. So my daughter now who's getting mature, she doesn't know I think what it means, but she's like, "Why do you do that with your fingers? Like how do you count to 4? Like I don't hold my pinky
I
down
think I keep my pinky down.
because I start with
I
1.
don't typically
What do you
count on my
mean? You
fingers.
count
I
to
don't know.
4
I don't
like
think I've ever
this.
done that in my life.
So how do you count? Well, you count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
No, I count 1 is always my thumb.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, thumb's got to go first, I think.
Yeah, 1, 2,
counting?
3.
Yeah.
So 1.
You just
2,
did it.
3?
You just did it.
So this
Oh.
is 2.
Yeah.
2,
L.
3, 4.
This is 2.
That's literally how I count to 4.
For a 2, guys.
No, but if I'm counting
No,
to 4,
if I'm si-
he's right.
I'll take 2.
No.
Please.
Matty
Well,
B's
no.
right though.
no,
No.
because if
No,
because you do
1, 2,
2.
3, 4,
No,
5.
no. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I count to 4.
If you know you're going over 2,
You just go 2. Like if I say 2, if I know it's 2, I just put 2 up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
you never need to count to 2.
No,
Like,
you just
don't-
say
yeah,
2.
Yeah,
Why
you
do you need to
what-
count to 4?
Well, how do you
That's
count
quite
to
a bit
3?
more.
1,
It's
2,
double.
3.
1, 2, 3.
No, that's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Yeah,
I
I
stick
don't
out
know.
my pinky. Yeah, so actually now I'm keeping rotator cuff, ACL, hair, and ear. So I'm getting rid of 1 nut, 2 fingers, 2 toes, and both nipples.
Oh, you're barren after that.
I'm just digitless. All right.
Good one. All right, picks.
All right, picks. Yeah, pick recap.
Friggin' Canoop.
Pick recap. Yeah, Canoop had 8 points. Tosti for 3, Celinda for 3, Davis Riley for 3. Bronell had 7 points. Hisatsune for 3, Ryder for 3, and Scheffler for 1.
Needed that
MattyB and
second
myself
point for
had
Scheffler.
6. MattyB had Knapp for 2, Kevin Yu for 2 and Harris English for 2, and I had Sam Ryder for 3 and Jesper Svensson for 3. Pockguider missed the cut, so that was the only missed cut of the week.
That's a pretty solid week for the fellas.
So we went 11
one,
of
yeah.
12.
Yeah.
11 to 12, yeah.
Wow.
And Pockguider was like 20th after day 1 and just shat the bed.
You jinxed him. Like you jinxed Scotty.
No, I didn't.
You jinxed Scotty, though.
Yeah, you know why I attempted to jinx Scotty? Was your day 1 Thursday. All made cuts for Knoop. All 3.
And what happened?
Well, it happened, but it
I
was a
should- it
grind.
was so
obvious.
It was a grind.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't
Celinda
bring
had
up-
it wrapped up.
I didn't bring up my
Right.
DraftKings this week. I had 6 of 6 going in. I got as high as the top 50 in the big pool this time. But then
Now,
Knapp
Mm.
was 3 over on Sunday and Seward it.
Always won, except
Yeah.
that one time.
standings are Knoop 78, Bronell 58, Harv 56, MattyB 52. So
Do you guys know the cutoffs?
I know
Oh,
I have
No,
three
just pick your
threes,
guys. Just pick
I
your
think
guys
it's
and go from there.
4,500.
Okay.
and then 81,
Yeah, it sounds right. I'm looking at it right now.
8,000.
Yeah, somewhere in there. 8,000, yeah.
something like that. Yeah,
Plus
perfect.
8,000, yeah.
Okay, I'll take Tom Hoagie plus 9,000. So for 3, Hostler for 3.
He
I
can't
believe
be a
as well.
3. He
He
can't
is.
be a
He
3.
is, yep.
And
Really?
I'm gonna take Valimaki as well.
Oh,
Hot guy this week.
That was the guy. That was my hot guy on DraftKings.
Big
I had stars and scrubs. I had Scotty Valimaki 1 and 4,
Mhm.
and then I had some really good middle guys, but just Jake Knapp stunk it up.
big Scandinavian fan.
Okay, Bronell.
I'm going Sam Ryder. He's making cuts, so I'm
Yep.
taking him for 3. I'm taking Hisatsanine for 3 because we know he's well hydrated, and he's been making cuts too. And I'm taking. This is fucked, actually, but I'm hoping he's a bit mad from his big TGL loss. I'm taking Cameron Young for 3.
Wow.
Okay,
well, I'm going to
Weak
take
field.
2 of the guys I had this past week. Sam Ryder for 3, Jesper Svensson for 3, and Valimaki for 3.
So
'Kay.
one of each from me and Canute.
okay. I'm going back to Jacob Bridgman missed the cut last week, so I'm going to Bridgman because he's playing very well, and I don't think he's gonna miss another one. He's only 2 though. I'm going Celinda on DraftKings as well because that guy's hot, and he was 1% owned last week, so definitely Celinda again. He'll be on a DraftKings team. And then for my third pick,
Celinda 2.
2 as well, yeah. And then for my third, I'll go to EVR because he's been playing half decent, making some cuts lately.
He's also a 2? Or
He's a 3, yeah.
Right.
I like
Just say
EVR.
it so when I listen.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah.
He might be in the top. He's probably in my top 5 non-Canadian podcasts that we've had on. Maybe top 3.
Who are the others?
I don't know.
Max
Homa.
Homa.
Homa, not Wyndham Clark.
Love Lady the first time.
Yeah.
Not the second time he's wasted.
Steve Wheatcroft might be his top 3.
Oh,
for
Weedy
sure.
was good.
Steelers
Yeah,
guy, yeah.
Steelers fan. Yeah.
yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good one.
Homa is playing this week.
Yeah,
Yeah, I almost picked him.
I almost picked him too.
You should have taken him.
You guys
Thought
should
about
all
it.
take him. I'm just saying. Just all
Yeah.
3 you take him. I won't, but you 3 take
You'll let us change
Yeah.
to him right
I'll
now.
let you guys change to
Yeah.
Max Homa 100%.
The card
Uh,
blade is not a card blade.
Yeah, that was good. What else you guys want to talk about before we end? Curling. Do you think Canada's going to win?
Apparently, Scotland lost 8-2 to Czechia tonight.
Oh, is that what it was? I just saw Czechia was 8-2. I didn't realize it was Scotland that they beat.
Yeah.
Well, that's big but I mean that afternoon game today, losing to Scotland's going to hurt in the tiebreak when they tie for first potentially.
Yeah, you never know.
Head-to-head. But he
There's
might
some
lose
good
another
teams.
one.
There's some other good teams
Yeah.
like Sweden's.
Got to play Sweden
should be
tomorrow.
good.
I think we
It'll-
play Sweden in the morning
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we do. Yeah, you going?
Which is the weirdest thing. No, I got to teach.
Hmm.
Might go tomorrow night though.
Bring the kids down there. Teach them some. I don't know.
It's not kids though. They're adults.
Yes, you don't even have to bus them.
Yeah. Just drive down there, meet me there. We'll do a quick accounting in the stands.
Yeah.
I do have some extra hours to play with in my schedule. 3 weeks left to work, by the way.
I sure hope it's Canada Scotland in the final.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, the States can fuck off, and Italy's going to be pretty tough to beat too.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it'll be good.
They didn't boo the anthem today.
For what? The
The
States.
U.S. Yeah.
They were
didn't play
booing
the
it.
US.
They only play it once for the entire week.
Yeah, I think they played it.
Oh,
today.
today that was their feature
Yeah.
day.
Oh, and they booed them?
I don't
Don't
think
know.
so.
Oh, okay.
We're pretty classy here in Moose Jaw, so
Yeah, I think so,
can't
yeah.
imagine it. But
You guys got anything else to add to this show?
One more
We'll
week
have-
till the Masters.
One more week till the Masters, and we'll have
No,
Ultimate golf course here this time next week.
Yeah, better get working on yours.
Okay, I will. But until then, it's time for me and you guys to hit the clubhouse.